Hello, everybody. I know no one's here yet, and I don't expect many people to come in, but I just thought I'd go live and talk about some of the big royal family news from around the world because it's very interesting how I made a video not long ago about the Swedish royal family and how they're taking titles away from people. Carl Gustaf, he took away titles from his grandchildren, the sons and daughters of all of his children except Crown Princess Victoria, which I think is a great thing to do because they're not going to be working royals anyway. I mean, how many working royals does a country need? So I think it's a good idea. And it also kind of proves to the Sussexes and all of their friends that it's not the British royal family being racist because they don't want to give HRH titles to Archie and Lily. It's just the way of the future. All royal families are going to get smaller. I mean, in order to continue on and justify themselves, they have to get smaller. They can't be as big as, say, in the Queen's day when all of her cousins and their kids and just everybody was a working royal then. And I kind of think it's silly and it's the way of the future. So I thought I'd just go through some headlines and just chat. And if anyone comes in and wants to have a discussion about it, great. If people just see the video later, that's great as well. Please like and subscribe and leave comments. I don't really know how to respond to comments yet, but I will get there. I promise you. So let's look at the headlines from earlier this week about Denmark. So here we have the Daily Mail article, and it says Queen Margrethe, 82, strips 4 of her grandchildren of their royal titles so they can shape their own lives without being limited by duties. Queen Margrethe of Denmark has stripped 4 of her grandchildren of their royal titles. The monarch has removed Prince and Princess, as well as Her Highness titles from Nikolai 23, Felix 20, Henrik 13, and Athena 10, who are the children of her second son, Prince Joachim. Now, I'm from Canada, and where I live in Canada, we would say Joachim, but I'm sure in Danish it's not Joachim. I don't know, maybe it is. If you're from Denmark, maybe you can shed some light on that for me. Anyway, so the Queen has 2 sons. Prince Joachim is her younger son. Now, he's been married twice. His first 2 sons are from his first marriage, and then his second 2 children are from his current marriage. A statement on Wednesday said Queen Margrethe hopes the move will allow the siblings to shape their own lives without being limited by the special considerations and duties that are a formal affliction with the Danish royal family involves. Speaking later that day, Margrethe, who recently attended the Queen's funeral, said it is a consideration I have had for quite a long time, and I think it will be good for them in the future. That is the reason. Siblings who are currently 7th through 10th in line to the throne will maintain their places in the order of succession. Their new titles, either His Excellency Count of Montpezat or Her Excellency Countess of Montpezat, will take effect January 1st, 2023. The grandchildren of her eldest son, Crown Prince Frederick, who is married to Australian-born Crown Princess Mary, will keep their titles. So here we have her second son, Joachim, and his current wife. Now, I'm sorry, but she looks a lot like her sister-in-law, Princess Mary. I came into my head once and now I cannot unsee it. Anyway, so these are his kids. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now none of them are HRHs and prince and princesses. So I think that's great. But apparently not everyone does. Oh yeah, they're older two are fashion models too. So let's see what everybody else thinks of this in that family, shall we? I have another couple articles that I want to show you that pertain to the same story. And I think part of the reason why she did this too, and why she's been thinking about it for a while, is because, like I said, Sweden did the same thing in 2019. So it only makes sense that other royal families are looking at it. And I don't know how it's going to go for the Sussexes. I mean, how can they say their kids should be HRHs when no one else in Europe, none of the other royal families have the same thing? So here's another article that pertains to this story. So let me get it up on the screen. Okay, so here's another article from the Daily Mail. Oops. I'm sad, shocked, and confused, Danish prince for now Nikolai, 23, tells of his pain after his grandmother, Queen Margrethe, and his siblings of their titles for their own good. And his mother says there's no good reason for the move. See, it's important to do it while they're young. All of Carl Gustaf's grandchildren that he stripped their titles, they're all young. And none of their parents came out and said anything about any of this stuff. So let's see what Nikolai has to say. Prince Nikolai said he is sad, shocked, and confused after his grandmother, Queen Marguerite, stripped him and his siblings of their titles for their own good. As his mother says, there's no good reason for the move. The prince will no longer be able to use the title His Royal Highness after he and his 3 siblings were told by their grandmother, the Queen, that removing their titles will be good for them in the future. It comes as his mother, Countess Alexandra's press secretary, questioned why the change could not have waited until their wedding day, when they would lose their titles anyway. Oh, I didn't know that. So in this royal family, they would lose their titles? Wow. Let me see here. It's got to be his mother. My whole family and I are, of course, very sad. We are, as my parents have also stated, in shock at this decision and how quickly it has actually gone, Prince Nikolai told the Danish newspaper. I'm very confused as to why It has to happen like this, he told reporters from outside the Copenhagen apartment where he lives with his girlfriend. Um, da, 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 da. They would lose their titles anyway when they get married one day. Her sons are young men, so maybe they might get married in the near future. So why shouldn't it wait until that day? So that the titles would disappear on a happy day. Yeah, I can see that. That is kind of confusing. But, I mean, it's her choice. Maybe she's setting it up for the future so that there won't be a lot of them in the future, a lot of titled royals. So, yeah. Oh, and there he is right there, the father. So, yeah, I didn't know they would lose their titles when I got married. That's weird. I've never heard that before. In the British royal family, they all gain tons of new titles when they get married. Let me see. I'm going to have to look into this a little bit more here because there's lots of articles. Apparently, none of these people are happy about this. I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't be happy about losing a title, but if you do it when they're young, then they never have titles. You know, they don't know what they've lost. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, this is not good for Charles. Hold on. Oh, okay. Also, another article from the Daily Mail. It's not that the Daily Mail's my favorite or anything. It's just they have everything in one convenient spot. I'll look at some other ones too about this maybe, but we'll see how it goes and what I feel like. Because it's my channel and no one's watching but me and one other person. So, okay. Europe's royal revolution, how Queen of Denmark's bombshell decision to strip her grandchildren of their titles is latest in brutal cull of the continent's bloated monarchies. So will King Charles now follow suit? Yes, go for it. Queen of Denmark has revealed the decision to strip relatives of their titles was inspired by other European royals, including her late cousin Queen Elizabeth II, in a call that will pile increasing pressure on Charles III to take decisive action on the futures of Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and his other family, experts predicted today. Um, let's see. Here we go. Let's get rid of this. The streamlining of Europe's royal household began in earnest at the end of 2018, a year before Megxit, when the King of Sweden used his annual Christmas speech. Oh, how jolly of a festive occasion is that? To address why he chose to strip 5 of his grandchildren of their royal titles. In the Netherlands, King William Alexander has slashed back the number of working royals to just 5, as well as the number of his palace's staff, limousines, and working heirs. That's awesome. That's what they have to do to survive. Seriously. Charles has got to get rid of some of those palaces he has. Let's see. King Charles III is known to have spoken for decades about the need for the House of Windsor to be slimmed down. Marguerite, Europe's only reigning queen, will also have seen her cousin Elizabeth II's hard line on her son Prince Andrew, who was stripped of all his military titles and royal patronages in January. Yeah, move that had to be done. Marguerite's move will pile pressure on Charles to speed up his plans, including making a swift decision on Harry and Meghan's future and whether Archie and Lilibet should be HRH, experts have warned. Yes. See, this is just giving him like a perfect reason to do it now because everyone else is doing it. So it's not a move singling out Harry and Meghan and their kids. Former MP Norman Baker, a leading expert on royal finances, told Mail Online, "Why is Harry still in HRH? Charles says he wants to slim down the monarchy, but this must be real, not just superficial. He must slim down the cost to the taxpayer. It just needs to be him, Camilla, William, Kate, and their children. The rest of them should get their P45s and retire or go out and earn a living." I totally agree. Except I think Anne and Edward should, and Sophie as well, because they worked hard for the Queen. And I mean, Anne's getting old, so Um, that's great. Let's see what else we have here. Charles will possibly be wary of making too many decisions until he knows the contents of Harry's book and Netflix program. Honestly, I don't think he can wait because we know what it's going to be. It's going to be a whole bunch of slagging off the royal family, you know? I mean, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be something that'll bring the family together. So I think he should do it now. Oh, by the way, I do say so a lot. It's just the way I am. So, see? At least I'm not saying A, although I do like that word too. Um, let us see what else is interesting. Yeah. Oh, and the Prince Joachim or Joachim, he's not happy about it either, but it is what it is. I mean, he gets to keep his title. Let's see what else we can talk about on this wonderful Friday evening. It's Friday, right? Yeah. It's kind of been quiet-ish. I think everybody's waiting to see what happens with the Sussexes. Oh, let's see what this says. Oh, Harry and Meghan ditched their PR team. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, it's kind of quiet on the royal front right now. Actually, I was going to go live earlier to talk about it, but things happen and dinner happens, and somehow I'm not getting around to it till now. Huh. Yeah, I think that's about it that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to see, you know, if anybody was around, wanted to get a video out. I'm a brand new YouTuber, so this is all new to me on how to do things and when to do things, and hopefully get some subscribers, which would be awesome. I'm also a fan of F1, so I was watching the practice sessions today of the Singapore Grand Prix. Looks good for my favorite driver. I'm not going to tell you who because you'll make fun of me if you know anything about F1, but I do like Lewis Hamilton. I mean, how can you not like that guy? His fashion sense is amazing. I swear. I just love seeing what he shows up in every outfit he wears to the races. So I'm looking now at the Express. I'm not going to look at any newspapers that I have to buy a subscription for because I'm not going to. Oh, here's a good one that we can look at, a good article. And I haven't read any of these articles beforehand, so I wish someone was in here or there is one person in here, but I wish someone had come and chat with me. So much more fun when you have someone chatting. But I will do this again tomorrow. And hopefully some people will see my video and I'll actually schedule it for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll put a schedule because I don't know yet what's going to be going on tomorrow. So let's see what this one says. Kate had years to adjust to royal life, but Meghan couldn't get it straight in her mind. By Ellie Cook. Princess of Wales had years to adjust to the attention that comes with being a senior working royal, whereas Meghan's experience was far different, a royal expert has claimed. I love where they get these royal experts. Duchess of Sussex, 41, became a working royal following her wedding to Prince Harry in 2018, whereas Kate married William back in 2011. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex tied the knot at Windsor on May 19th. Royal expert Duncan Laircombe said he felt desperately sorry for Meghan in the initial period adjusting to royal life. Mr. Laircombe told Fox News Digital, Harry clearly never really wanted to admit to her what was actually going to be involved with the royal family. Okay. Oops. Meghan knew all about the royal family. Meghan was a huge, huge Princess Diana fan. She was the one who wanted to jump right in with both feet. Remember? I don't know. I think it was the engagement interview. Hit the road running or hit the something running. So that was her choice. When William and Kate got married, first of all, William wasn't he in search and rescue in Anglesey? So he was stationed there. That was his job. He wasn't a full-time working royal. So that's where they lived in Wales. It gave her an opportunity to get used to marriage and ease into it, which is what I think they should all do. See what else, anything else. He claimed that in the first 7 years of the Prince and Princess of Wales relationship, Buckingham Palace would not talk about Kate when she's a private individual. Well, yeah. She had years to adjust to the attention, which was a process that did not play out the same way for the Duchess of Sussex. That's not true. First of all, they knew a minute before they got engaged, and I have friends in Toronto, and I actually used to live in the neighborhood where Meghan lived in Toronto, not at the same time, but I know that neighborhood well. She wasn't being followed in Toronto at all. The only shots you will see that are, quote, pap shots from Toronto are from Backgrid or Splash, which are the paps that she tips off. So there was nobody. Actually, the police were called there. Metro Toronto cops were called there. And there was one day and there was no one there. Oh, this guy, I don't like this guy. Because nah. I'm calling a BS on that one. She did it to herself. So, just hold on a moment. Sorry, background noise. Children, you know. Okay, let's see what else we could look at here. Oh, this might look good. Prince William almost in tears over Harry questioning brotherly bond. You know, Harry has got 2 brain cells and one of them's in Meghan's purse, so yeah. Royal Family Live, Harry and Meghan to stall Netflix release to edit Charles Barbs. Oh yeah, well, because now he's king. And now they want their kids to have a title. See, I don't know if they expected the Queen to give their kids titles before they were supposed to have them, but okay, let's see. The couple are reportedly making a dramatic U-turn on their documentary series following the Queen's death, multiple insiders told Page Six. The source claims they want to make edits to downplay much of what they said about King Charles III, Camilla Queen Consort, and the Prince and Princess of Wales. One source added that the series is not being released until next year, adding, I wonder if the show could even be dead in the water at this point. Do Harry and Meghan just want to shelve this thing? It comes as Netflix confirmed season 5 of The Crown would not be delayed following Her Majesty's death and would premiere on November 9th as planned. The latest series will focus on the breakdown of the marriage between the then Prince Charles and Diana, Princess of Wales. Yeah. Boring. See what this one is. Prince William's decision on Camilla, not children's step-grandmother. Let's see what this is about. Prince and Princess of Wales visited the nation for the first time since taking on their new roles this week. William and Kate traveled to Anglesey, where they lived for 3 years after getting married. Oh. And later Swansea. The passing of Queen Elizabeth II has shifted several royal roles, with Charles becoming king and Camilla queen consort. Camilla has forged a strong position in the royal family after a famously rocky start, but a new book reveals she has blah blah blah. Ms. Levin said that William has made it clear that Camilla is the wife of his father, but not a step-grandmother to his children. The book adds that the children have 2 grandfathers, but only 1 grandmother. Okay. That's weird, but whatever. Meghan, a minefield that keeps going off. Yeah, I'd say that's right. So let me check if there's anything else I want to talk about. And if not, then maybe I'll go have some dinner because I'm quite hungry again. Or still, I haven't had a lot of dinner, so. Okay, here. This one I want to look at. Meghan Markle poised to drop new bombshells on the royal family in days after new announcement. Jesus. Oh, this stupid podcast she has. So basically, it's just saying she is going to release new podcast episodes, which, I mean, I can't even listen to those. I did listen to some. No, I listened to all of the one with Serena Williams. I didn't listen to any of the rest. I just watched the like Cole's Notes versions of other people summarizing them, and yeah, no, it's not for me. Um, oh yeah, this was a good one. While opening up with Ms. Williams about a fire broke out in the nursery room where her son Archie Harrison was meant to be asleep. You're right. That was ridiculous. Like, does she not realize there are lots of mothers in this world who have to actually work real jobs 9 to 5 every day? And sometimes their children get injured or sick and they have to go to work. No one asks them if they're okay to go to work. They just have to go. It's like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. Ooh, this is a good one. King Charles tip to downgrade Beatrice and Eugenie titles, which he should do that. Oh, there's another good one. Wanting cake and eating it. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to have their cake and eat it too. And think about it. If they're not HRHs, Prince and she's not. I'm not. Prince Henry of whatever and Princess Henry of whatever. Who's gonna want to talk to them? Like, if they can't sell stories about the royal family, what do they have to talk about, really? Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been accused of taking liberties with the royal status despite stepping back from the royal family. Royal expert Hilary Forrich told Fox News, "What's with all this Fox News being interested in the royal family? Is it because they're dysfunctional?" Anyway, Prince Harry has a penchant, penchant, for wanting his cake and eating it too. He would like royal protection, access, and attendance at royal family events so he can tattletale. Exactly. Yet at the same time, he wants his privacy, all while hiring 3 PR firms. He wanted to wear his military uniform at his beloved grandmother's funeral, but doesn't want to work as a royal. Exactly. He wanted the rules broken to wear a beard back in his wedding, despite army policy regarding beards restricting them only to be grown with the commanding officer's authority. Um, yeah, he's a spoiled, rotten brat, and he has never matured past the age of 15, I swear. So, yeah, I guess that's about it for today. But I'll be back tomorrow and I'll go through this whole thing again, and hopefully, some people will tune in to watch. I will schedule a live stream on my YouTube channel, and hopefully, I'll see some people then. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See ya.